expensive and controversial Alzheimer's drug, which we've told you about before, could cost patients up to $75,000 a year. But now a new scientific analysis says, in addition to being so expensive, the drug may not work that well, plus it carries risky side effects. About 6 million Americans have Alzheimer's. Newsy science and health correspondent Lindsay Thies joins me now with more about the obstacles that we're hearing about with this, what was considered a promising drug, Lindsay.
Yes, good evening, Natalie. Well, the drug we're talking about is from Biogen. It's called aducanumab. It's also known as this monoclonal antibody treatment, aducanumab. So the FDA had quickly approved this drug last year about the summertime, and the cost of it continues to draw criticism. Biogen's lowered the wholesale drug price at one point from $56,000 per year to about $28,000 per year, saying that then not enough people were getting the drug because of the cost. But now today, this analysis coming out from the American Academy of Neurology is saying that patients could still pay tens of thousands of dollars more each year between the IV infusions and the treatments related to care for Alzheimer's patients.
Alzheimer's patients could pay roughly $75,000 each year for treatment and medical costs related to the IV drug aducanumab. That's according to new peer-reviewed analysis from the American Academy of Neurology.
The drug itself is expensive, the diagnostic tests are expensive, and the surveillance MRI scans can be costly as well.
Neurologist Dr. Budson reviewed the report and provided context to us. An Alzheimer's brain has something called plaques, clumps of specific proteins that can bundle and disrupt communication between nerve cells and cause brain inflammation.
Now, the cells are what allows our brain to have different parts of it to talk to one another, which is what allows thinking and memory and talking and vision and all sorts of other activities.
Aducanumab works by sticking antibodies to the plaques, allowing the body's immune system to come in and remove them. The drug is given for 45 to 60 minutes every 4 weeks. The analysis included direct costs a patient or their family member would pay. That $75,000 annual cost includes doctor's visits, neuropsychological testing, blood screenings, brain scans, the actual drug infusions, and follow-up visits and MRIs, and travel.
Would you recommend this treatment?
Yeah, I would not recommend or prescribe this medication. And the reason is that side effects were very common. Approximately 30% of individuals had brain swelling.
Side effects like brain swelling, brain bleeds, even stroke did show up in the clinical trials for this drug. That's why costly scans and follow-ups are so important. Patients could reduce the number of follow-ups, the AAN notes, but that could mean risking detecting brain bleeds early.
I've seen patients that have had 30, 40, 50 of these little tiny bleeds related to the drug, related to the treatment.
Right now, Medicare is initially covering the price of the new Alzheimer's drug, with a more permanent decision expected in April, saying related costs would only be covered if an additional randomized clinical trial happens. Biogen has countered with a real-world study instead, meaning patients would be evaluated as they receive treatments. Most private insurers are still evaluating. The American Academy of Neurology says more research needs to be done before they can say yes or no to recommending aducanumab.
If I compare the side effects to Alzheimer's to the side effects of this drug, I will take the drug any day.
Leaving the choice to patients and those who care for them.
So right now, critics are also asking this question, is the price tag worth it? One study found that the drug slowed cognitive decline for about 3 months, and another large study showed conflicting results, Natalie. So we reached out to Biogen, and they told us that the AAN report didn't factor in the massive burden that Alzheimer's disease has on society. A fact for you, in 2021, the Alzheimer's Association projected that Alzheimer's and other dementias would cost around $335 billion. Biogen also says that they are working on a global confirmation study. Hopefully that could satisfy that ask from the American Academy of Neurology. We'll keep track of this, though, for you.
Yeah, absolutely, because we know so many families are looking for something for their loved ones. Newsy Science and Health correspondent Lindsay Thies.